Every time I take a trip, I like to try new things, not just going new places or trying new mode of travel, but also new products that might make life a little bit easier, either going through TSA, flying in general, or life on a cruise ship. Hey y'all, I'm Ashley from All Bodies Travel, and I'm here today with 8 items that I've purchased for my next trip to see how they work and if they do actually make life easier or better than their either larger counterparts or not having them at all. First up, a collapsible water bottle. Now, this is super tiny. It does come with a carrying loop, it does come with an extra one, and it expands when you open it up. That's kind of cool. Um, so there it is, all expanded up. And I wanted to try this because I didn't want to have to carry on a giant big plastic water bottle. So I wanted a smaller plastic water bottle. So I wanted to try this out and see how it does for a cruise. I figure I can carry it through TSA with it all squished up, and then fill it on the other side of security, and that will save some room and some heartache and trouble going through TSA. Item 2 I got in hopes that it would not only be helpful for this trip, but for my Alaska trip in May. Now, this is a collapsible or a stuffable backpack. And so it goes down really tiny like you see, and it opens up into a small day pack. It's pretty flimsy. There's no support in it or anything. It does have mesh straps for cooling airflow. But it has the one big pocket and then another little zipper pocket here on the front. No pockets or anything on the inside. But I wanted to try this because when I get off the ship for excursions, I'm not going to be taking a purse with me on this trip because I'm traveling carry-on only, so that means suitcase and a personal item. And my purses are all big and bulky. So I'll be taking a belt bag or a fanny pack for my time on the ship, for walking around the ship, because that's just big enough for a cruise card, my phone, and my Kindle, which are really all I need on a ship. And then for getting off the ship, I wanted something that could hold a jacket. So if I do need to layer up and take a rain jacket, I can stuff it in here if it stops raining or if it doesn't ever start raining. I'm gonna be wearing probably flannels or cardigans for this trip because it is to the northeast. And so if it gets too warm, I want to be able to take those off and put them somewhere and not have to lug them around. So I think this will be a good option for that sort of thing. Item 3, I have seen the praises of this sung throughout my fat traveling Facebook groups, and it is Body Glide. Normally for anti-chafing, I will either use anti-chafing shorts or bike shorts or a solid deodorant. And so I decided to try this out. It actually looks like a solid deodorant and kind of feels like one too. It's a little smoother than that because it is meant for anti-chafing all over the body. And on the back, it does say it's good for chafing wherever you want to use it. I will have a follow-up video after this trip to report back on how some of these things perform and how they worked out for me personally. Now, as I've mentioned, I am traveling carry-on only, so I wanted to take along some laundry detergent that was meant for washing in sinks like this. And so I have this little 3-pack travel sink packets of Tide, and this will allow me to wash underwear, tank tops, anything else that might get dirty, splashed with mud or whatever that I want to rewear. This will help me wash those in the sink on the cruise ship. And if worse comes to worse, I'll use the laundry services on board. But I'm hoping this will work out and will do what I need it to do for me while on board. One of the biggest hassles of flying is going through TSA and having to take your liquids, or at least measure your liquids out, and make sure they're not over the 3.4 ounces that it's allowed. So I'm trying to eliminate as many liquids as possible. The Tide is an exception to that. I already use a solid shampoo and a solid soap. The shampoo is the only one I'll be taking on this trip. But I was thinking about my toothpaste and what I could replace that with. And I have started seeing toothpaste pellets around. And so I decided to try them for myself. And so I have this little 30 pack of toothpaste pellets that I will be using on this trip to see how they perform, how they work out, and if they're any good. Next, I wanted something to replace the bigger, it's not big, but it's a bigger little bag that I use for my first aid kit and put pills and bottles in there. And so I wanted to eliminate those bottles and the space that they take up. So I decided to try out this tiny little pill container. I think it's really meant for like a week's worth of medications that you take on a daily basis. But I'm going to put things like Tylenol, Imodium, anything small that will fit in here. It is a little bit smaller than I expected. I know I ordered a tiny pill case. I got a tiny pill case, but these quarter ones here are pretty small, and I'm not sure what will fit in there, but I will find something to put in there. Dramamine, Bonine, something like that. And then I'll label them. They did come with little labels, so I'll label them, and we'll see how this goes. It may not work out, but I want to try it. Now, the second item is something that I am repurposing from its advertised use, and that is an earphones. That is an earbuds case. Now, I like these ones because they're little clamshells, but they have a magnet in them. And I was looking for something to replace my jewelry bag. My bag is pretty small. It does pack flat, so it's not this huge thing that I take with me on every trip, but it is bigger than 4 of these. And so I wanted something to drop my earrings in that would help them stay together in pairs and also not get tangled up, not get lost, that sort of thing. And so 4 of these things will be much smaller than the jewelry pack that I normally take, and they'll limit me on the number of earrings that I can take because I am trying to pack light this time and reuse the things that I do take with me. So, little earbud holders, earring holders. Item number 8 is reusable silicone zip ties. Now, these came in a pack of 20 in these 4 different shades here. We have a light gray, black, white, and pink. And I got these for my necklaces. Again, I'm trying to eliminate as much space, empty space as I can. And so by eliminating my jewelry case, I will be able to eliminate a lot of empty space that I don't actually use. All I use it for are earrings and necklaces. And so I'm hoping that by bundling up my necklaces and then tying them with these things, that I will be able to, pack these in my toiletries bag and keep my necklaces from getting all tangled up. These will also be good for cord storage. I do need to take my laptop on this trip, and so I think having these to manage the charging cords and the earbuds and all the things that I need to take, I think these will be a good multi-use item. And they're reusable, so I can keep using them into the future. Unlike Ziploc bags, which was my first option, was to put all my jewelry into either snack size baggies or sandwich baggies, but I want something that will last longer than a couple of trips and baggies tend to get pretty beat up and wear down. So high hopes for these. So those are the 8 new items that I will be trying on my upcoming trip. Which one do you think would be the most useful for you on your next trip? Leave a comment down below. While you're down there, if this video has been helpful to you at all, leave me a thumbs up. It really helps me know that my videos are helping you and that you're enjoying yourself while you watch them. And don't forget, I am a travel advisor, so if you need help booking your next trip to anywhere, let me know. I'll leave my email in the description below. See you in the next video.